Hey there, Gemini. Welcome to your reading for the Libra eclipse that we're having on October 14th. We're just going to jump right in here. You have this resistance card and this affair card. I'll show you in a minute, but this affair card actually can represent a solid love relationship coming in for you. It's not like a cheating affair. It's like a good affair. So there could be love coming in for you, but I feel like you're feeling resistance to it or something. Or you're feeling resistance towards look, you have the Page of Cups right here. You could be wondering if it's worth it with the Seven of Pentacles. It's like, what? The Seven of Pentacles can kind of say, like, what am I going to get out of the situation, or am I even going to? So I think that you have those questions in your head with the Seven of Pentacles. Like, is the juice worth the squeeze, is what I always say. And the funny thing is I always say that to Libra. And we have this eclipse in Libra, Gemini, so... I do feel like this eclipse, I've done almost all the readings now, and it just seems like, the eclipse itself is asking everyone, like, is the juice worth the squeeze? Is it worth it to put the work into whatever you're working on or whatever you want to manifest or create in your life? Or is there something better? Or do you need to, I wanted to switch. Like, do you need to make a sacrifice, right? Literally, these two rows are going to be what you're releasing and what's coming in. As far as I'm concerned, that's like the simplest way to describe this Libra eclipse. It's basically saying, what you're releasing and what's coming in. That's what the question everybody has to ask, right? So we're going to take a look at that, but before I keep babbling, let's see here. Again, you have this resistance card and this affair card. I feel like it's like you want something to last, which makes sense. You have the Ten of Pentacles in the area of what's coming in. And you have the Ten of Cups as well. So, it could be a really solid connection that's coming in for you. But, I feel like maybe you want to know that something is going to be secure, that it's going to kind of go in the direction that you want it to. You have the Three of Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Page of Cups here. It could be a Pisces, by the way, which is weird because I don't ever really think of Gemini and Pisces together. But, I guess it's possible, of course, like all sun signs. I think it's always possible. But, could be any sign that's coming in for you. But the Page of Cups could definitely be a love offer. I would say that's probably someone who's a little bit older than you. Sorry, I didn't want to do that, but you have the Fool. I just dragged the Fool off the top of this card here. So, it could be someone who's a little older than you, a little bit more established with the Ten of Pentacles here. It could be someone very successful. Or, this could also say that the two of you together will be very successful. I also think it's great that going this direction here, Three of Pentacles is a card of teamwork, and the Ten of Cups is like happy home, happy family. So you could really be attracting a person that you'll be very happy with, or that you'll have a family with, or whatever the case may be. That's kind of like what I'm getting here. Three of Pentacles, again, teamwork makes the dream work. It is weird. Everybody has had something about teamwork during this eclipse as well. The eclipse itself is about balance, so... it kind of makes sense. If you're trying to do everything on your own in life, then, this could say like, hey, there are people that can help pick up the weight. There are people that can help, make things maybe better or easier in your life in some way. So definitely something to think about. You have the Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles says, is the juice worth the squeeze? I just think the eclipse itself is forcing everybody to look at everything that they do in their life and say, is it worth it? Is it not worth it? It makes perfect sense to me. So, there you go. With the Three of Pentacles, you have the Ace of Wands. Definitely a passionate new beginning coming in for you. I feel like you're feeling the false start, though. That the Ace of Wands in reverse is like a false start or having a false start. And so I feel like that's what you're fearing. But at the same time, I do feel there's clearly an opportunity coming in for you. I feel like you don't see the full potential either. I mean, Three of Wands to the Ten of Pentacles. Like, I feel like something does have a lot of potential for you here, Gemini. I feel sorry if I've been saying Libra, by the way. I feel like I've been saying Libra all day, so, that's part of the problem. But, I feel like you don't necessarily maybe see all the potential that something has. It has much more potential than you realize. So I would, look into things. Yeah, with the Seven of Pentacles, you just want things to be worth it. Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles is just wanting to know that there's going to be a future result, meaning you put work into something, you get something for that work in the future, or there is at least an equal exchange of energy, right? So this doesn't have to be love. I feel for some of you it is, but for others, I feel this could be you just wanting to know that, if you take a risk towards a new job or a new business, or if you get that job or business, that it's going to be worth it, that it's actually going to support you for a long time. I think that a lot of the problem is the fear of the future with the Three of Wands. The good news is that this is coming up in the area of what you are releasing. But sometimes I feel the Three of Wands can be the fear of the future. It's like maybe you want to start a business, but you're like, oh, all this stuff is happening in the world, and I don't even know if I'll be able to have a business, and, blah, 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 blah. So you could be worried about all these things, but it looks like you're releasing those fears, which is good. With the Page of Cups, you have the Two of Wands. Yeah, Two of Wands taking the lead, taking control, really making something happen. So, I feel that for others, it is a card of getting out into the world. Obviously, if you want love, I would get out in public, go meet people. You have the, what are we doing? Oh yeah, what you're releasing. You have the Spider Spirit says, make your dreams real. You have the Skunk Spirit says, know your worth. So, again, I feel like you do know your worth now. 7 of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles. It's like you know how much you invest in situations with the 8 of Pentacles. This could be anything that you put work into. Could be, relationships, dreams, goals, wishes, all that other stuff. That Spider Spirit, it says, what does it say? Make your dreams real. Yeah, I think it is time for you to stop dreaming and to bring something into reality, which we see with that 3 of Wands. You have the 3 of Wands, King of Swords, and the 5 of Cups. 3 of Wands, he might be, he's kind of like looking out at that water, and he really is looking at it, and the traditional story of the 3 of Wands is that he thinks he's looking at the desert, but when he looks closer, he is looking at the water, and there's ships on the water. So it's like you could be looking at something, and it's like you don't see the full potential. That's more the energy you get here. It's not so much that you're looking at a desert. I think it's more that you just don't realize how much potential something has. And again, in your next row, it looks like you're getting clear on this, but you have this Seeing Beyond card and this Open to Discovery card. So I think that simply, dipping your toes in the water, it will actually be good enough in this situation. So, again, if you're thinking about starting a business, I think just like trying it, seeing how things go, just kind of like giving it a good effort, it's going to turn into the 10 of Pentacles and 10 of Cups probably. If it's a relationship, same thing. Just like seeing how things go. Don't put too much pressure on it. Don't, make it something that it's not either, right? But, just kind of more, I wouldn't say go with the flow energy. I would just say, just like a little try, you know what I mean? Just like trying. Try it a little bit. You have the King of Swords here. Again, I do feel like you could be attracting someone who's got a lot of wisdom. The King of Swords is usually someone who is very wise, who has a lot of wisdom and knowledge. Could be someone older than you. Could be an air sign as well. Could be an earth sign. You have basically everything here. So, it could be any sign. I also have like a boss popping into my head. So you could be interested in your boss or something like that. And, again, that definitely could be a possibility here. And finally, you have the 5 of Cups. 5 of Cups is a card of disappointments. 5 of Cups is like needing to be grateful for what you do have with these 2 cups behind you. He has this bridge and this castle here. The bridge and the castle, the solution to the 5 of Cups is gratitude. When you're grateful for what you do have with the 5 of Cups, you get the bridge and the castle, which is really good. Could be long-term security, could be whatever it is you want. So let's see here. With the 3 of Wands, you have the High Priestess, which you have twice here, right here. Definitely seeing the future. The High Priestess is very intuitive, going this way, and you have the 7 of Cups as well. 7 of Cups is being spoiled for choice. This last row is the good stuff, so it's going to be good no matter what. But I kind of feel like you have this, very strong future vision. So I feel like you need to trust it, whatever it is. Maybe you think it's crazy, right? Maybe that's why it's showing up this way. The High Priestess twice. I have COVID, by the way, just so everybody knows. So I've been dealing with it for like a week now. Luckily, my second time wasn't as bad as the first time, but I'm like a little bit, scrambled here. And luckily, I'm a lot better today than I was. So, but anyway, High Priestess, right? It's like you're seeing things intuitively. I feel like you're seeing the future with that 7 of Cups, and you're kind of gaining a little bit of clarity on your future. I would move towards your future. With the King of Swords, again, you have the 7 of Pentacles. See, this right here is analysis paralysis. It's kind of like over-analyzing something. And I think that's why it would just be better to, look at this I almost feel this is an opportunity. This and this, the 10 of Cups, and the 10 of Pentacles. I think it would just be better to not put too much pressure on it. It's like, instead of being like, oh, if I go on this date with this person, I have to marry him, right? Instead of going that far, I think you should just be like, I'm just going to go have fun. I'm just going to see what happens and just enjoy it. Same thing with a business is, I think you just need to say, what, this is just something I'm going to have fun with. I'm just going to try it. It's almost as if this reading is saying, if you could remove the pressure and just like tell yourself, I'm just going to see how it goes, then it's going to go really well. I feel like if you try to make it something it's not, or try to force it, then obviously it's not. But I also feel you could be overthinking something with the 7 of Pentacles as well. Here you go. With the 5 of Cups, you have the 10 of Cups. So again, the whole entire reading is kind of telling me that you're not seeing the full picture, which I was kind of getting up here with the Three of Wands. It's almost like you're not seeing the full potential that something has in your life. And again, I think this is something you don't want to miss out on as well, Gemini. You have this card that says open to discovery. You have this other card that says seeing beyond. This is coming up in the area of what's coming in for you. This I love this card here, this open to discovery card. You can see there's like this keyhole, and inside that keyhole there's like different colors. There's trees, there's growth, there's something new in through there. So I kind of feel like some of you need to see beyond like what you're seeing right now, especially if you're getting an opportunity. It's like I feel like there's the surface level that you're seeing, but you're like not seeing deeper. And it's not like this isn't a bad thing. I don't think it's like, oh, you're not trying to see it or something like that. I think you just don't know, right? And you have the Ten of Pentacles here. What's really funny about the Ten of Pentacles is that there are two ways to read the Ten of Pentacles. You can read it as building, leaving a legacy, which it absolutely represents. This older man here, he can represent the patriarch of the family, and he is the person who is like giving the inheritance to the family. The other way to read this is that he is a beggar. He represents a person. The story is that this family had a baby, and he is coming and he's bringing this family a gift, but he represents a person who has nothing to give. So the whole point of the Ten of Pentacles is that it can represent hidden or secret information about something. It's not really hidden or secret. It basically just says, do your research, right? So again, I kind of get that feeling here where there could be something that's being presented in front of you. Could be a person, place, or thing. Doesn't matter what it is. And it's like, if you would do your research on it, and like I said, just go have fun, just see what something is about, something that's coming in for you. I feel like you're going to be really happy that you did. So go for it there, Gemini. You have the High Priestess. Again, definitely mysteries. The High Priestess represents secrets. Pretty much everyone has had something about secrets with the Libra eclipse that this reading is all about, because I don't know. I think the whole entire eclipse could be revealing some secrets, or it could be, bringing some things to light. And that seems to be what's going on here, is that something is coming to light, or there could be some sort of secret that's being revealed. But it's not like really a secret, It's more, again, that you're discovering some information, or you're seeing like how much an opportunity has to offer, where maybe you haven't been seeing it, right? You have the Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups is fortune after difficulty, but Ten of Cups is also kind of just happy home, happy family. So again, if you're meeting a person, this could be a person that you will have a happy home or a happy family with. And, it definitely looks like a really good connection if you want love. Even if you do or you don't, doesn't matter. I just feel that, again, there could be like a big opportunity here that's coming in for you that, again, you're just not seeing everything. So I would give something a chance here. And, especially in work or business, Ten of Pentacles, like long-term success as well. With the Ten of Pentacles, you have the Four of Cups. See, I'll show you over here. This is from the White Sage Tarot, and you can see that those 3 cups are pouring into 1 cup. I love this 4 cups because, it kind of represents something that really pours into you. And the Ten of Cups also, which you have twice, represents a lot of fulfillment. So, I feel there could be a really fulfilling opportunity, or there is something really fulfilling coming in for you here. Love it. With the, here you go. With the High Priestess, you have the King of Pentacles here. See, I'm wondering if some of you have an intuitive feeling about a person, The King and Queen of Pentacles to me is like a permanent relationship. To me, it's something that's like very secure, definitely a very good connection for you. So if you want love, this to me could be like a very solid connection coming in for you here. It could be an earth sign as well. It could be any sign. You have basically everything here. I also feel that whatever you're working on, in work or business, this to me looks like something that will be very secure, very profitable, very good for you. With the Ten of Cups, yes, you're waking up to something. Every single person has had the Judgment card as well. And so, yeah, I mean, it doesn't surprise me. Everyone has had the Tower. By the way, you're the only sign that has not had the Tower so far yet, although that could change in a minute. Everyone's had the Tower. Everyone's had the Judgment card. The Tower and the Judgment card together to me is a major revelation. So, again, eclipses, I guess, especially this one, because it's bringing in truth, we could be having revelations. We could be understanding like new directions that we need to move in life, which the eclipse is about. It's about releasing one thing, moving towards something new, filling that space, right? So, again, you could be waking up to something very fulfilling for you with the Ten of Cups, like a purpose, your purpose, what you're supposed to be doing in life. You have the Seven of Cups over here. as well. So, again, that's what I feel like you're heading towards. Next, in the area of the good stuff, you have the setbacks card. It says, taking one step forward to make two steps back. Again, this is the good stuff, so it's going to be good no matter what. You have the setbacks are telling you that you're not ready to enter the next phase. I feel like, obviously, it's the opposite. You're ready to enter the next phase. You have this card that says, it's okay to be different. Don't try so hard to fit in. I thought there was something about that, but no. But anyway, a lot of people have been getting the Queen of Wands. And again, you don't have her, but I just noticed these trends, and I think they're very important as well. So, again, I think we are in a time where we do need to make sure that we aren't just trying to fit in. One thing that I always think about is Neptune moving into Aries, which will be happening in like 2026, the very beginning. The problem with Neptune and Aries is I think that everyone at that point will be looking for a savior, like looking for the aliens to land and come save us from, whatever, or, whatever is going on, right? It doesn't matter. But again, like Neptune and Aries, like the rise of cults, people looking for someone to follow. And really, I want to beg people to follow themselves, like follow yourself, plain and simple. I think it's perfectly fine to take advice from people to, do whatever you want, but I would make sure that you're just not blindly following some like cult leader into, some sort of weird situation, right? And so, and also I think it would be better to not try to fit in. I think, Pluto and Aquarius as well. Pluto and Aquarius is the collective, but that does not mean you should blend in and become some part of the, hive mind. It means that you should do things to benefit the collective, of course. But you should be unique. You should be uniquely yourself. And so make sure to do that. You have the Queen of Pentacles, the Knight of Swords, Three of Swords, and the Seven of Cups. Queen of Pentacles is an increase in your resources. Again, this is going to be good no matter what. So I feel for some of you, you're very focused clearly with the Ten of Pentacles as well. That whole top row is amazing for finances, especially if you have creative ideas. I mean, Three of Pentacles, Ace of Wands is amazing for like any creative ideas you have for improving your finances. Definitely very good. Next, you have this Knight of Swords and the Three of Swords. You could be getting closure or healing from a past love situation, and it's popping up in the good stuff, so I feel it'll be good, but I feel like some of you could be hearing or getting an apology from a past person or something like that. And again, like I said, I think it's a good thing here. It's showing up in the good stuff. Again, I'm not saying you should let this person back into your life or anything, but, could be healing. If not, I feel like you're just focusing on your healing with that Three of Swords. Again, it seems to be very healing moon, or, healing eclipse in general for whatever reason, where we could be healing things, but it could be through the truth. You have the Seven of Cups as well. And Seven of Cups is about being spoiled for choice. So I definitely feel you have a lot of options in all areas of your life. And, I feel like for whatever reason, this is making you secure. Because, it's almost like you're saying, if I try something and it doesn't work out, I have this over here. That's kind of like the vibe I get here from that Seven of Cups. I never feel like that on the Seven of Cups. So, again, it's like you're seeing other ways of doing things, which is great. With the Queen of Pentacles, you have the Queen of Swords. Yeah, seeing things clearly. You have the King and Queen of Swords here. I personally don't like the King and Queen of Swords together. But, I kind of feel what's more important, excuse me, is that King and Queen of Pentacles. Like, that's what I'd be focusing on. With the Knight of Swords and the Three of Swords, you have the Star. There you go. Healing, exactly what I just said. The Star represents healing from a tower moment. So, again, maybe the tower didn't show up because you're like healing from it. I love the Star in a reading like this. It can also represent like some sort of goal, wish, or dream. With the Seven of Cups, what do you know? You have the Sun. The Sun and the Star together to me can represent like fame and fortune. It doesn't mean that you're going to become famous or anything like that, but we are definitely in a time of attention, and especially for you air signs. I tell you air signs all the time, like, if I were you, which I basically am, I'm an Aquarius rising, Gemini moon, right? So I take advantage of this. I'm a 5-degree Pisces, which is Gemini as well. So, I basically, I do everything I can to get as much attention as I possibly can. And again, you should be doing the same thing. We want to, and sorry, I have something in my eye. I'm a freaking mess. But what I would say is that, we want to get positive attention. And you want to get attention on the things that, matter to you, the things that could benefit the collective, things that are, going to lift up the world in some way. That's what I'd be doing here. You have the Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords can be a victory, of course. It is also the truth. Like I said, every single sign has had something about the truth being revealed. So, just it wouldn't surprise me if there was some sort of truth. You have the Knight of Swords as well. Knight of Swords is like hasty, but I don't know. I feel pretty good about this. This is, by the way, this is a mega deck, which is a combination of a bunch of Colette Baron Reed decks, and this is the Good Tarot. The Good Tarot is meant to be read positively, but I do feel pretty good about it for whatever reason. I do feel there could be like good news coming in for you, and right next to it you have the Sun. So again, that could also say that there's something very positive entering into your life at this time that's going to like lift you up. I would move towards the Sun. I encourage everyone to move towards the Sun right now. The Sun is something that makes you feel happy or joyful, or it makes you feel like you're improving your life in some way. Those are the things, the whatever that I would be moving towards. You have this Many Paths card. Yeah, you have the Seven of Cups. But it's weird. It's not like you're exercising your options. It's just like you are getting comfort from your options. That's how I feel about this reading. It's almost like you're saying to yourself, well, like if I start this business and one thing doesn't work, I'm going to go over here. I'm going to do this over here. And so it's almost like it's giving you confidence, which is great. Like I said, I feel like this is a good thing, not a bad thing. And finally, you have this Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups, of course, is fortune after difficulty. You have the Ten of Cups twice here. Definitely can represent happy home, happy family as well. So I just see so many good things coming in for you. You definitely have like one of the better readings, I would say, for this eclipse. Again, everybody else a little bit more challenging, a little bit more hard work. Yours seems like a little bit nicer, which is great. So love it. But thank you for being here, Gemini, and definitely enjoy the eclipse.